YouTube, what's up, you guys? Um, I just found out how to get I just found out how to get how I mean I just found out to get 1,000 subscribers fast on YouTube Shorts. So just gotta um think like there are a few tips, like there are 5 tips, you guys. So 5 tips that I have. That the first one is that you need to post at the correct times. Um, for the second tip is to that you need to be posting enough content. Which is for tip uh, for tip 2A, that it said you should you that you should be posting 1 or 4 times daily. Um, for tip 3, that you need to upload the right content. Um, tip 4, ask viewers to subscribe in your content in this my content or my other friends. Down. There we go, guys. Now this is the right idea, you guys. So anyway, where was I? So yeah, we have to ask my viewers if they want to subscribe in other people's content or mine. I gotta ask them first if they do like my content. They should smash the like button. Yeah, smash the like button. Um, yeah, gotta smash the like button, which means that if you guys like this video, if you do like this video, smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. Then ring that to get notified from me if you guys like my video.
When you live with moderate to severe Crohn's disease.
So one thing I just know why about something because so let me get into my YouTube studio real quick. Um, I since I have a 5 viewers for the title that I just picked out for today. That's it's getting a lot better. So I have a 5 viewers with 3 likes. Thank you for smashing the like button and to give me 3 of comments. So I just want to know why that my view since I have about 4 viewers is going back down. I have no idea why, but it's fine. But I still have 3 likes on that video to say thanks for the support for 8,000. Not $8,000, 8,000 and 5,000 views and 50 subscribers. But still, I don't have my I don't have my 50 subscribers now. That has been unlocked. Because I have a new feature that I can that I can that that I still have 66. A few of the comments from you guys from They Love Jaden, Shauna Kranz, and and Ahmed Estola. Thank you for that awesome comments. Very happy for that. Getting a lot better, so I can grow things on go to my analytics. Plus 34 subscribers. My watch time is about 63.5. Which means 63.5 hours. Actually, I gotta start saying 0.5. Which are about 63 hours. 57,000 views in the last 28 days. So there are people that who is not subscribing my YouTube channel that brings down a few of my YouTube algorithm, you guys. So please subscribe to my channel, you guys. Please. Phew. and few of the people from other countries have been watching my video. Like, since I didn't do any captions, I just don't use those. That was about 0.5%, which means 5% English. So no subtitles or captions. I still have about 99.5. Please, you guys. Oh, what's up, Daniel? What's up, bud? I just know why that people that who is not subscribing my channel. I know it's not even you. I still love it because I still have about 52.9%. For people who is not subscribing my channel, that's good. The other people from other countries, which is India or Brazil or United Kingdom or Russia, people that who is not subscribing my YouTube channel, since I have about 47.1%. That is not a good idea. I just don't get it. Why is people are not subscribing my that people who is not subscribing my YouTube channel, because which means it's not even you, Daniel. That people like from other countries, probably Europe, or actually no country. So watch time. So that's part of it's part of the watch time from subscribers, which means you're the only one who's. I think you have to watch a few of my other videos, but it's fine if you do or not. That's totally fine. That That was my watch time hours in the last 28 days. Twelve viewers, 22, 24, 36, 19, and 16 views. But for now, I still have about 66 subscribers, which I have to reach. Like, since I just passed my 50 subscribers just now, I just received 8,000 views and 5,000 views on my vidIQ. Actually, let me check my vidIQ, which I haven't been checking since I've been writing oh. Well, this is awesome, guys. So, dance moves to Nelly and Snoop Dogg. Drop it like it's hot. So, I'm gonna save that. Do not sit if you can dance. The dance monster is back. Oh, I'm gonna save that. So the top keyword opportunities So my top search terms for my YouTube channel that I have about 1 views. Actually, no, not 1 views. About 5 views. Woo! So my average views versus competitors over the past 30 days. This is awesome. Since I have about 53,000. That's good. But from the NBC, the news dig, those people is part of my competitor because I have to popular videos from my competitors. That's good to know. Three. So everything from pro. So since I just made a lot of good videos that I've made. Daily ideas. I just made a few of YouTube shorts. Help viewers to find my videos on YouTube by using the keywords. I have to um didn't do that. So yeah. But anyway, put that up there. There. This. There we go. Now, since my phone is about um 100% good. Um, since I've that's my phone. So anyway, anyway, since I have this is the best. This is the icebreaker sours, yeah, sours of icebreakers with the mixed berry, mixed berry, strawberry, and cherry on this. I just got this at a store. Flavored crystals, sugar free. Yeah, since I have this guess, this is awesome. Um, let's see here. From this morning, I just, um, I just, I just, I mean, I just bring my skateboard to our house from today, which is from this morning. I just did some good tricks on my skateboard. So yeah, and to know, Daniel, I gotta show you something. Besides, I just got myself a I have more Pokemon cards. You guys. And the last thing, don't know. Right here. This is my first gi for martial arts. And for tomorrow, I will be going to the Stargazer for tomorrow. So yeah, this is my very first martial arts gi. You guys, I'm very happy for this. But I just got this from Grandmaster Chai. Anyway, I'll be right back, you guys. I gotta show something to my household.
What's up? Nice. Very cool. And he dropped it for you? Dropped it off for you?
He just gave this to Alex,
Okay.
and Alex just gave this to me.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, I like it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Alright.
Yep.
You can wear that for your next practice.
Yep. My husband just turn off the light. Yes. So I just started my first time that I did my first time doing one of those cold exposures. I think I should write about that stuff. Besides, yeah. Um. Wrote it for bookmark. Cold exposures. Why do people take cold showers?
According to WebMD, cold showers can help reduce inflammation, relieve pain, improve circulation, lower stress levels, and reduce muscle soreness and fatigue. Hot showers, meanwhile, can improve cardiovascular health, soothe stiff joints, and improve sleep.
And what is the point of cold showers? That researchers have found that taking acid showers may heighten your immune system and make you more resistant to illness. a clinical trial in the Netherlands found that cold showers led to a 29% reduction in people calling off sick from work. Another study even linked cold showers to improved cancer survival. A low skin temperature makes women more comfortable to the sensation of greater warmth. In this case, a decipherable harder shower by a very significant couple of degrees, also when compared to the threshold limited by an average male person. Alternating between hot and cold water can strengthen your vasculature, veins, and arteries, and therefore improve the integrity of your cardiovascular system. And additionally, it can help filter out toxins in the body because it stimulates constriction and subsequent relaxation of the blood vessels. The young adult take cold do cold showers make you look younger? a youthful looking complexion is only possible with proper blood circulation. Poor skin blood flow results in dry, dull, and aged complexion. Giving that cold water improves blood flow. You're essentially helping your skin prevent premature skin aging every time you shower using cold water. Is cold shower for everyone? Do cold showers make you attractive? Oh wow. Why do boys go for cold? The scrotum hangs outside the body in order to keep the testicles at an optimal temperature to produce sperm and other hormones. Around 95 to 98.6 Fahrenheit or 35 to 37 degrees Celsius. The idea is that cold showers lower the scrotal temperature, allowing the testicles to produce a maximum amount of sperm and testosterone. Why would someone take a cold shower? Do cold showers stop height growth? Nothing that happens once in a while affects muscle growth in any way that matters. Okay, I didn't know that. So, it turns out that ultimately, no, a cold shower isn't bad for you. If anything, cold showers have proven to have many benefits, from increasing your mood swing, aiding weight loss, and increasing immunity. How do you enjoy a cold shower? So how to take cold showers, tips for getting in and staying in. What to do after taking a cold shower? At least 1 minute. First, work your way up to the 5 minutes. So, before when you sleep, your body temperature lowers by taking a cool shower before bed. showing your body that bedtime is near by starting the temperature lowering process. The cool water trick, helps trick your whole system into sleep mode. I think I might try that because
be a little much, but I just think some slow, deep breathing to kind of get the air moving through your lungs, to open up the blood vessels in your body before you turn it to cold can be a good way to get started. So again, maybe 15, 30 seconds. Then set a timer for 1 minute. That's all we're going to do is 1 minute. 1 minute of the cold shower. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 minute. So we turn the water to cold, and now you again continue that as best you can, slow, deep breathing. Now that cold water is all of a sudden a shock to the system, so it may increase your breathing at first, but work to get it slow again, so that almost pain that you have from the cold exposure, you gradually get used to it. And then you basically go for a minute, and then I would argue then just turn off the water and get out of the shower. Hey Siri, stop the timer. If you say, all right, I'm going to turn the water back to cold for a second, maybe you do that at first, but try to get to where you're just doing the cold water and then you get out of the shower. Now, I will tell you, expect taking a cold shower, even if it's just a minute at the end, to really wake you up. I would argue that it's better than coffee in that respect, especially first thing in the morning. Okay, there's another way you can do it, and I think this works. This is what I do. Once you've started getting used to the cold shower, maybe you do a minute, like I just described at the end of your shower, then you increase it a minute and a half, 2 minutes, things like that. Then I would reverse it and basically get to where the majority of your shower is cold. So again, we're going to turn on the water to warm water just for a few seconds to kind of get us used to the warm water, get it all over our body, and then turn it to cold. You're doing your slow, deep breathing, and this is when now you wash your hair, wash your face, wash your body, and again, however long that takes you to go through your normal cleaning, your hygiene, so to speak, then the rest of that is cold. When you get through all that, you turn off the water and get out. Again, I think it's terrific as a way to wake up. I think it does really well. But I tell you, if you do this every day, it's hard to know, without tests of white blood cells and things like that, is it really increasing my immune function? And I can't tell you for sure personally that I've seen a huge fat loss, because I eat healthy and do a number of other things, so it may not just be the cold showers. But I will tell you that in the morning, I do feel more alert, more enthusiastic, more energetic than I was with my regular warm showers. Try it out and see how it goes for you. If you have cold shower experience or something you want to try, leave your experience below. Let us know how you think.
Okay.
From just a cold shower, I mean, you're already probably taking a shower every day. All you have to do is turn it to the cold for a little bit and then turn it back to the hot. And I'm going to show you now what I would recommend. I would do this. When you're in the shower, start with the hot shower, okay? Get comfortable, get really hot, take the hot shower, feel comfortable, and then turn it to the cold, okay? I mean a nice cold shower, not lukewarm, but really cold, for about 30 seconds. Now, anyone can handle 30 seconds, right? And then turn it back to hot. And then just have that as your introduction to the cold. The next day you go in there, start to increase the 30 seconds to maybe 40 seconds, okay? And then the next shower, turn up to 50 seconds. And gradually increase this to the point where you're taking a cold shower for 5 to 10 minutes. But if you do it gradually, it won't be that uncomfortable. In fact, the benefits that you're going to see are going to be mind-blowing, and you're going to finally realize you should have did this a long time ago. What's interesting, you have all these feedback systems in the body that when you expose your body to a very cold sensation, it actually warms up the internal core of your body. You actually get more circulation internally. The flip side of that, when you take a hot shower, it actually cools down the inside of your core. This is why taking a hot shower before bed might be a good thing, because it's going to cool down your body and you're going to sleep better. The body sleeps better when it's slightly colder. But anyway, this might be an easy way to approach this cold shower, unless you want to just do it cold turkey and just jump right in. Now, the other thing that I want to mention is infrared saunas, okay? Use a lower temperature than a traditional sauna. So they use like 120 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit versus traditional saunas, which are 150 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, this has nothing to do with the cold therapy, but the only point I'm bringing it up is that it's not as hot as a traditional therapy, and there's some real interesting hormetic effects to infrared, which I will share in another video real soon. But anyway, as you can see, if you did cold therapy for 14 days, you would see remarkable health benefits. Now, if you haven't seen my recent video on the benefits of fasting, you have to see that. Check it out right here.
Probably how could should how cold should cold shower be? This could be anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes. That some people prefer to take just a brief cold shower of around 5 to 10 minutes. That this may be also be a practical approach to anybody with the cold water therapy, because that several studies cite that I target cold temperature of like about 68 Fahrenheit to 20 degrees Celsius. According to an article in a journey medical with a hypothesis. What happens if you take a cold shower for 30 days?
The cold therapy drastically increases norepinephrine levels, which helps support a better mood and cognitive function. Now, of course, the question is, how cold should the temperature be to get the benefits of a boost in norepinephrine? Well, one study found that 1 hour of cold water immersion at a relatively regular temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit did not activate norepinephrine release. Meanwhile, 1 hour at 57 degrees Fahrenheit increased norepinephrine levels by a whopping 530%. Of course, 1 hour sounds painfully long, but fortunately, you can get similar benefits in a shorter time frame if you turn the temperature down further. And we have evidence of this. A long-term study found that by immersing yourself in cold water at 40 degrees Fahrenheit for only 20 seconds and sticking to that routine consistently for 12 weeks, that can increase norepinephrine levels by 200 to 300%. And it could be possible that taking an ice bath in freezing cold water would require even less time to reap the benefits. Now, you don't want to go straight to freezing cold water. You do want to work up to it, and I'll go over that process in a bit. But first, you should be aware that one of the best benefits of exposing your body to the cold is that it leads to a reduction in overall inflammation throughout your entire body. Now, you've probably heard that inflammation is the root cause of most modern diseases. And even though inflammation gets a pretty bad rap, inflammation itself isn't entirely a bad thing. In fact, it's vital for your health and well-being because it's the first step of the healing process that's used to prevent further damage by eliminating the initial cause of the cell injury, and then the inflammation helps clear out the damaged tissues and the dead cells. This is actually what starts the process of repairing damaged tissues. However, when the inflammation process goes into overdrive, so when you have chronically high inflammation markers for seemingly no reason, that's when inflammation causes a lot of trouble for a lot of people. For example, as stated by the Harvard Medical School, chronic inflammation is associated with heart disease, diabetes, cancer, arthritis, and bowel diseases like Crohn's disease and colitis. On top of that, research also identifies inflammation as the key driver of the aging process. One specific study looked closely at elderly people ranging from 85 to over 110 years old. And researchers found that low inflammation was the only biomarker that accurately predicted survival and cognitive capabilities across all the age groups. Remember that cognitive decline is what leads to the rising rates of dementia and Alzheimer's that we see today. The researchers also came to the conclusion that inflammation is one of the most important variables that determine mortality, capability, and cognition up to a very old age. So according to the evidence, if you can reduce inflammation, it might be a way to increase the length of your life, while also reducing the likelihood of you having to suffer with a chronic disease like heart disease, diabetes, or arthritis. And this is where cold showers and ice plunges come into the picture, since they can help reduce inflammation. We're still not exactly sure the exact mechanisms that lead to a reduction in inflammation, but the 5x increase in norepinephrine that we talked about earlier definitely has at least something to do with it. Research indicates that norepinephrine inhibits the inflammatory pathway in the body by decreasing levels of a small protein used by the immune system known as TNF-alpha. This is excellent news because TNF-alpha is a very potent molecule that increases inflammation, and it's involved in almost all human diseases ranging from cancer to diabetes to inflammatory bowel disease. Research also shows that norepinephrine decreases other inflammatory chemicals like MIP-1 alpha, for example. Now, aside from norepinephrine, taking a cold shower can also reduce inflammation by simply lowering your body's temperature and causing your blood vessels to constrict. And even though that sounds like it'll feel horrible and potentially get you sick, one of the surprising benefits associated with cold exposure is actually improved immunity. And this is once again based on science. We have a study, for example, that looked at whether cold water immersion at a temperature of 57 degrees Fahrenheit could impact the immune system in men that would spend 1 hour 3 times a week in the moderately cold water. Ultimately, they found that cold water immersion 3 times per week for 6 weeks increased the number of lymphocytes and lymphocyte is a type of white blood cell found in the immune system. They help attack invading bacteria, viruses, and other toxins. In other words, cold therapy benefits immunity. This is most likely why we have tons of anecdotal evidence where people that take cold showers or swim in cold water claim to get sick less often. There's also other scientific data that supports this claim as well. For example, a study found that swimming during the winter months decreases the incidence of respiratory tract infections by 40%. You would assume that you would be more likely to catch bronchitis from swimming in cold water, but it turns out that the opposite is actually true. Of course, like many healthy things, exposing yourself to cold temperatures doesn't feel all that great while you're doing it, and it will require some mental toughness. Luckily, cold showers are by themselves a great way to improve mental toughness. Most people simply don't enjoy being exposed to very cold temperatures, but if you can overcome those feelings and do it anyway, that can increase your tolerance to being uncomfortable. By doing things that are outside your comfort zone, you'll become more in control of your own emotions, and you'll be more equipped to handle stressors that occur during everyday life. One very big believer in this is Wim Hof, and he's an extreme athlete that has been nicknamed the Iceman. He's set multiple records for the longest time in direct full body contact with ice, one of his longest times being just under 2 hours. He also has broken other records like the longest distance swim under ice and the fastest barefoot half marathon. Long story short, Hof gives a ton of credit to cold exposure for increasing his mental toughness, and he believes that anybody can do the same. Now, another big benefit for those of you that are trying to lose weight is that cold exposure may actually help you burn fat. When you're exposed to a cold temperature, brown fat gets activated. Brown fat, also known as brown adipose tissue, is a special type of body fat that produces heat to help maintain body temperature in cold conditions. This activation can cause a significant increase in your metabolic rate because the process requires a lot of energy for the brown fat to keep your body warm. So by exposing yourself to a cold temperature, either in the form of a freezing cold shower or an ice plunge, you can temporarily ramp up your metabolism, and that can lead to additional fat loss. An example of this can be seen in a study in which a group of men stood in room temperature water at 68 degrees Fahrenheit for an hour. During that 1 hour in water that's far from freezing, they were able to raise their metabolic rate by almost 100%. And when the researchers lowered the temperature to 57 degrees Fahrenheit, the men were able to boost their metabolic rate by 350%. Now, I'm sure this makes you wonder how high you can boost your metabolism in a much colder temperature like an ice bath. However, it's important to keep in mind that cold exposure can increase hunger in some people. So if you want to use ice baths or cold showers to effectively assist with weight loss, make sure you don't eat more and accidentally raise your caloric intake after starting to expose yourself to colder temperatures. Now, the last benefit before I give you a step-by-step action plan is that cold therapy can also improve your endurance capacity by boosting mitochondrial biogenesis, which is basically a fancy way of saying that cold exposure can increase the number of mitochondria that are found within your cells. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of your cells. They provide energy by carrying out biochemical reactions and other cellular processes, which is why they're crucial for endurance capacity. Mitochondria are what gives us the ability to use oxygen for energy production, which is why increasing the number of mitochondria benefits aerobic capacity or endurance. For example, in a study in which male runners were immersed in cold water at 50 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes 3 times a week, after 4 weeks of that routine, the men were able to increase mitochondrial biogenesis in their muscle tissue. Another study found that cold water exposure at 50 degrees Fahrenheit after high-intensity running increased PGC1 alpha, which is a gene that increases the number of mitochondria within muscle tissue. Now, as promised, I want to go over what you can do to start experiencing the benefits for yourself. Keep in mind there is no one best way to approach cold therapy. Some people will also require slower, more progressive steps to adapt to this new stressor. And with that said, it's important to also mention that more isn't necessarily better. If you're new to cold exposure, don't aim to be in an ice bath for 20 minutes at a time right away. Instead, take it slow. Start with a slightly cold shower. The next time, make it a little colder. And just like lifting weights, you can make it more and more challenging to withstand over time. Alternatively, you can also start by turning the shower dial to the coldest temperature and only stay in there for a short 5 to 15 seconds. That's totally fine for your first time. And then over time, you could work your way up towards staying in the cold temperature for longer. Another route you can take, especially if you don't want to go straight into a cold shower, is to alternate between a warm and cold shower. This is also known as contrast therapy, which gives you the benefits of regular cold exposure, and it can also help you recover from your workouts. In fact, we even have a rather large 2017 meta-analysis that found that contrasting between hot and cold baths was able to help sports athletes recover faster from fatigue onset after their games. So you can switch between hot and cold, doing each for 60 seconds at a time, or to work up to that, you can start by alternating between 2 minutes under a warm shower, followed by a minute in the cold. You can do this for 5 to 8 rounds, and you'll probably feel great when you're done. The last and my favorite way, when possible, is to use a sauna in combination with a cold shower or ice bath. This gives you the option to do something like 10-minute rounds of being in the sauna, combined with a cold plunge or a cold shower in between each round. The theory behind alternating between warm and cold like this is that it causes the blood vessels throughout your body to quickly open and close. The warmth causes them to open and the cold causes them to close. This rapid opening and closing of the blood vessels creates a pumping action that can decrease swelling, inflammation, stimulate the removal of waste products such as lactate, and it can also improve delivery of nutrients to your muscles. Once you become more accustomed to the cold showers, you can try an ice bath instead. This is obviously much colder and much more intense. But regardless of what option you start with, the recommendation from people like Wim Hof in regard to dealing with the cold is to focus on your breathing and to try your best to calm your body down as much as possible, almost like you're meditating. That's the best way to cope with the cold. So that about wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have, make sure you subscribe.
So yeah, that's what it is. About the coach, about the code, about the cold exposure. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off here, guys, because I'm feeling a little bit tired.